All right, welcome everybody back to Dad's Coffee Break. My name is James, and today I am taking a break with more kingdoms and castles in our town here at Michaelopolis. Michaelopolis, yes. You join us on episode 2, right in the middle of a Viking invasion, which kicked off, I guess, at the end of our first episode. But we've grown our small little hamlet into a town of about 80, or not 80, but 75 citizens. We have farms set up over here on the fertile land. We have the, I guess, beginnings of our defensive wall going around the town. And we have some basic resources set up, including taxation of our citizens. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue our journey here. Number one priority this episode is getting some defenses up. We do have the Viking invasion. Let's take a look. And if you click the arrows, you'll actually be able to see what's coming. One of them is a boat. The boat as it pulls up to the shore. And then the other is the group of Vikings making their way across the countryside to capture our people and raid structures. So, I'm going to pause it. What we need to do is actually get an archer tower up if I can, just so there's at least some defense. I think I'll put that right here. It's going to be a little bit of a hodgepodge as far as defenses go until I can get my wall fully down, but hopefully people will do okay. We may have some people kidnapped. There may be some food stolen, some houses burned, but I hope we survive. We'll see. They're ransacking everything in their path. Or just kind of moseying around. Oh no, they're burning the wall. Okay. Citizens should rush to go put the fire out. I think they're running to the ocean to get water. Okay, I think what they're doing is actually now making their exit. They've wreaked havoc on our small little town. And now they're going to bid us farewell. Or people are going to be unhappy because of the recent Viking attack and us not being able to defend them. Unfortunately, we are not doing a good job of putting this fire out. And we're now starting to tax them more. So we could have a serious happiness issue. But what we do need to get up is just defenses. So I'm going to tax them more. Finish my walls. So one thing to keep in mind with defenses, so you have really two options in terms of towers that'll shoot back that you can put on your walls. And that is the archer tower, which has a faster rate of fire, but does less damage. And the ballista tower, which has a slower rate of fire, but does a lot of damage. So these are great against things like dragons, or as the Viking raids become more intense, they'll be bringing in bigger enemies, harder enemies to kill. So they're great against that. But with both of these, the higher the tower, so the higher that you actually build up these towers, the farther range that they're going to have. So if we, for instance, take this, so we have this wall built out here. If we click again on this corner tower with our wooden castle block, we'll actually be building up that tower higher and higher. So now it's 3 blocks high instead of just 1. And the higher you build up, the farther range your archery and ballista towers will have. So our wall over here was destroyed. What I think I might do is actually build another forester right here. Both our foresters will be really at least a little outside the wall to start, but I think it's just going to be needed because we do need the wood. And we'll build our road out like that. We'll put a gate right here as well, but first I do want to get down this forester. Right here, I'm going to pause just for a second because that dragon will be back in a couple of years. So I'm going to build up that tower right there. And build an archery tower right here. So you'll notice that the actual The archery tower does have a radius around it. That blue radius is actually the range with which it can hit. And so if we move it up to the higher tower, you'll see that radius actually expands. So we'll build an archer tower right there. And we're building up the tower over here, and we'll put another archer tower right there. Okay, tower is done. Build that archer tower. The other building I'm going to get, so in order to get the ballista, where are we? Here we go. In order to get to the ballista tower, you do need what's called a chamber of war, but it costs 50 gold, so we'll probably start saving up for that as well. I also want to save up for a fire brigade, which we just did, so I'm going to put that down as well. The other thing that you'll need to keep in mind, which I clearly did not, is that you do need to have a gold supply in order to pay your archer towers. Essentially akin to paying your soldiers. So just make sure that you have a solid income coming in from your tax revenue. Yeah, we're starting to close off our walls. But we'll see. I don't think I'm going to be able to get all the walls down in time for the next dragon attack. But maybe for the next Viking attack. I'm also going to go ahead and build a clinic, which will give us access to medical services. So in case there is a plague or anything like that, we'll at least have some way to protect our citizens. Alright, dragon attack is imminent. We do have the fire brigade in place and the clinic, so if there is a fire, these guys will be the ones going to the defense of the town. Should also raise some happiness, but you'll notice that they want a church or library. Both of those are pretty expensive, so have to wait a little bit. Alright. Trying to finish off the wall a little bit, but here comes the dragon. Let's take a look. It's coming down. There it is. Burning our farms. Not in the range of any of our archer towers. Get out of here. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Well, hopefully they'll be able to put those out. I'll just rebuild that. Okay. Then the next thing I want to get up is archer towers here and here. And then we should really focus on ballista towers as well. And then the Vikings attack next year. So yeah, we could be looking better. And here come the Vikings. Invading as they do. There also seems to be somebody who wants a, yeah, there's a dead body there. They want a cemetery. So we can take a look at getting that set up. Just need 5 gold, which we now have. I'll build that. Okay, let's take a look at the Vikings. Here they come. Still just one ship. And it looks like they're going to come from this angle, so they might get hit by our archer towers right here. And then they'll need to work their way around. Or bust their way through the wall right here. Yeah, okay, so they're trying to bust through the wall right there. They might work their way around, or they might just leave it at that. We'll have to see. In the meantime, I am going to build up some more homes, because we do need more people. And with more people will come more tax revenue. And I think the Vikings are actually making their way. Okay. They're leaving. So yeah, they lit our fence on fire. Our wall, excuse me. But hopefully we'll be able to put that out. I'm also going to close these archer towers for right now. That way we can actually have some tax revenue, more tax revenue coming in. And congratulations, Michaelopolis is now a burgeoning town. 100 souls. So we're growing. And as we grow, the threats will become stronger and stronger. So both the dragon and the Viking will become more and more. Viking raid will become more and more powerful. For instance, I think they usually like increase the number of dragons to 2 after a little while, and then the Viking raiders have 2 groups. So all things that we're going to have to consider as we grow. Okay, I turned off our firefighting brigade just to get some tax revenue, more tax revenue coming in. And I am going to hopefully hit 25 in a second here. There we go. Let's go ahead and build a church. Beyond that, what we'll want to start building are actually manors, because that'll generate even more tax revenue for us. All right, it looks like there's also a plague here. We do have the clinic, which should be helping people during the plague. But we're having issues with fires, actually. So we turned the fire brigade back on. Looks like they're doing their job. And we've finally finished encircling our entire base in a wall, at least a wooden wall. So eventually we're going to want to upgrade that. I'll probably do, I'll probably start to expand out and use stone to build up our walls. But for right now, I think this will suffice. I've also built another archer tower. I want to get one more up if we can. Right over here, I'm going to build that tower a little bit higher though. So the other thing that you might have seen there is that you can only build wooden walls 3 levels high, and stone walls can go higher. I believe they can go 5 or 6. So that's another reason for why we'll want to eventually upgrade. I think what I'll do, I'm a little worried here, but not too much. We'll just leave it. We'll leave it until we see otherwise. I do want to build an archer tower here, though. So start building up our corners a little bit more. And then once that's done, we'll build our archer towers. The other thing that we do apparently have coming next year is both a dragon attack and a Viking attack at the same time. So that should be fun. But I think we'll actually be okay. I think we're starting to get a good, solid foundation built. Okay, so that one's up. The only thing that we do want to start focusing our attention on, though, is getting this Chamber of War and getting ballista towers down. Those are really powerful. All right, Vikings are invading, and the dragon is attacking. And with that, I think I'm going to call it a day. We'll pick it up next time to fend off both the dragon attack and the Viking invasion. But I hope you guys are enjoying the series. We've come a long way in just a short amount of time, and we'll continue to expand and hopefully grow our defenses so we can defend against these attacks. Hope you're enjoying the series. If you are, please like, subscribe, so you can stay tuned for the next episode of Kingdoms and Castles. All right, guys. Hope you're all doing well, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.